Hello, this is Peter here with today's episode of Get a Better Broadcast Podcast and Video Voice. Everything you need to know to get a better broadcast podcast and video voice, from breathing to reading and inflection and projection as well. And we're looking at that script which I posted a couple of days ago, and we're taking it apart bit by bit. We're looking at the different ways that some script writers may give you to emphasize, stress, lift, subdue, shout, project, different words in a script, and we're halfway through this one. Big name, kitchen, electrical. So another way to signify importance of words is to give initial capitalizations, perhaps unnecessarily, and that's what's happened here, but again it's unclear why. And then we got the phrase at Stewart's, and another punctuation combination, capitals, and not one but 3 exclamation marks. I mean, certainly as the name of the store, the information is important, but it's not clear how excited exactly the reader needs to be when saying this name, apart from it's mine. That's up to 50% off all. So here we've got the first word in italic, suggesting that it needs to be subdued. This seems to contradict the first word of the entire script that was also in italics, but also emboldened. And then there are the various bolds and underlines with the rest of that phrase, which indicate important information to be highlighted intonationally, yet it's information that the listener has already been given. So such emphasis is unnecessary and unnatural, as we'll see in a few weeks' time when we talk more about lifting and subduing words that are key words in a sentence, phrase and story. And then for some reason, if you look at the script, the line is then broken. And that kind of layout would normally suggest to a reader that they need to take a small pause at the end of a line and perhaps drop their tone, and yet the phrase, sentence, thought actually continues with household names, Krups, Smeg, Zanussi. The big names are, along with the price offer, what's actually going to draw people in to this commercial sale. The sale is not on unknown brands, they're on the well-known aspirational names. So these are ones worth highlighting, but the exclamation mark, as a single one for each one, unlike the triple marks for the name of the store earlier, suggests change of tone of voice rather than volume or stress, which doesn't quite seem right. And perhaps on this occasion, more needs to be made of these brand names. And then we've got that's white goods like fridges and freezers. I mean, yes to the subduing of this information, but it's poorly placed on the page. It needs to be on a line separate from the brand names, but with a run-on into the next sentence. Yeah, plus all surface-top electricals like coffee machines and bread makers, because they're balancing phrases that say not only this here, but those there too. It's appalling, isn't it? I mean, I wrote it just to make a point, but you can see how you can go through the different elements of a script and work out what needs to be said in what way. And you need to be able to politely query, question, or maybe challenge a script that's laid out like this and has poor direction in its punctuation if you're to successfully vocalize the messages and translate what's written into what's spoken by you and received and acted upon by the listener. From London, I'm Peter Stewart.